Welcome back to another edition of Rise and Shine Yoga. I'm Paul, the owner of Oxford Yoga Studio in downtown Oxford, 18 North Washington, on the same side of the street as the Red Naps restaurant. As always, I want you to start in a seated position at the front of the mat. Bring your palms together, the center of your heart. Close your eyes. And as always, before we begin our practice, we want to set an intention for our practice. I kind of call it a dedication for our practice. This can be for anybody, it can be for a friend, family member, it can be for someone that maybe you're not on good terms with. And it can even be for yourself. Sometimes I think that if we want to set an intention for ourselves, we feel guilty, we feel that we're selfish. But in reality, in yoga, if we're going to take care or help other people, we really need to take care of ourselves first. And we seal in that intention just by bowing our chin to chest, knowing that we can come back to that intention at any time during the practice. The mind wanders, the breath struggles, our body just isn't feeling it on our mat. Just come back to that intention. Come back knowing that you're doing it for someone other than yourself. And we're going to do some yin yoga again this week. Yin yoga helps with the joints, helps strengthen our connective tissue, our ligaments and tendons. Yin yoga is different from what you may notice as yang yoga. We hold the poses longer. We let gravity pull ourselves into the poses. Because this is a shortened version, we're not going to hold the poses quite as long. We usually hold the poses about 3 to 5 minutes, but we're not going to hold them that long. So we're going to sit up tall. First of all, bring your hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulder blades together, look up to the sky, opening up the front of the chest. And then release. Bring your arms in front of you, interlace the fingers, press them forward, and really round the back. Opening up the upper back. And then release. Bring your right hand behind your right hip. Take your left hand, place it on your right knee. Just twist gently over to your right, looking over your right shoulder. Sitting up nice and tall. We're not straining into this twist, just a nice gentle twist, opening up the spine. And gently come back to center. Take your left hand, bring it behind your left hip, your right hand on your left knee, and just gently twist over to the left. Again, sitting up nice and tall, maybe looking over your left shoulder. But again, we're not straining in this first twist of our practice. And come back to center. So our first yin pose is called square. So just have your legs crossed, sit up nice and tall. Bring your hands behind your hips and just press yourself up. And then we're just going to lean gently forward, bring our hands to the mat, let the back round, the chin drop, the breath be normal. In these poses, you may find that the muscles are kind of struggling between trying to relax and not trying to relax. That's actually a really good thing. It means that they're going to get stronger over time. You may notice your mind may wander. Just let the thoughts go in and out. Don't try to judge them or put any value on them. And very slowly come back up. Whatever leg was in front, bring it behind. Whatever leg was behind, bring it in front. In yoga, we're always balancing both sides of our body. So take your hands behind your hips, press yourself up, and just gently bring your hands on the mat, the head drop. Very gently come back up. Straighten your legs out in front of you. You massage them a little bit. So this is the end of our first segment of our yin poses. Take a quick break. Maybe get a drink of water. Come back. In the next segment, we'll continue with our yin poses. Welcome back to our next segment of Rise and Shine Yoga, our yin poses. This time I want you to extend your legs wide, but just as wide as is comfortable. Take your hands behind your hips, press yourself up, and then just bring your hands onto the mat. Let the chin drop, the back round. We want to feel this stretch behind the legs. We do not want to feel it in the lower back or the tailbone. So if you do, come out of it. Very gently come back up to seated, keeping your right leg extended. Take the sole of your left foot, bring it on the inside of the right leg. Bring your hands behind your hips, press yourself up, and then just bring your hands, fold forward over the crossed leg. The chin drop, back round, breath normal. And very gently come back up to seated. Extend your left leg out wide. This time take the sole of your right foot, bring it on the inside. The left leg, bring your hands behind your hips, press yourself up. And again, just gently fold over the crossed leg. Very slowly come back up. Extend both legs in front of you. So our final pose, this segment is kind of my favorite, or one of my favorite yin poses. It's the Buddha squat. And basically you just come into a squat. And you bring your palms together. Typically, I hold this pose in the evening before I go to bed for about anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. It's actually very meditative. It's also good for a lot of just everything, really. Strengthening the legs and just kind of meditating. We're not going to hold it for 5 or 10 minutes. We're just going to kind of settle into it, kind of let the breath go. Kind of do this pose as I watch TV. Just kind of, I don't know, just centers me, makes me feel a little bit better. If you find a lot of discomfort in this pose, then bring your right hand behind your right hip, your left hand behind your left hip, and just come into a seated pose on your butt with your palms together at the center of the heart, and just close your eyes. If you're in the squat position, bring your right hand behind your right hip, your left hand behind your left hip. Come down into a seated position. Cross your legs. Bring your palms together at the center of the heart. Close your eyes. Take a quick break. Get a drink of water. We'll come back in our final segment to finish off with our yin practice for this morning.
Hello, I'm Elgin Nichols.
And I'm Terry Stiles.
Together, Terry and I host the weekly news Monday through Friday at 12, 6, and 11 p.m.
Broadcast on Charter Channel 191 and AT&T UVerse 99, we only cover news that impacts our local Addison and Oxford area. In other words, by all accounts, news that would normally not receive from any other televised source.
But chances are, if it's local, it will be found on Oxford Community Television and OCTV.
For the weekly news, I'm Terry Stiles.
And I'm Elgin Nichols. Together, we invite you to join Terry and me for our next OCTV weekly news program.
Welcome back to our final segment of Rise and Shine Yoga. From a seated position, let's gently get onto our back. I want you to bend your knees, and then bring them up and bring them out to the side. We're going to do a pose called Happy Baby. So take your hands, bring them on the outside of your feet, and just gently try to press your knees into the mat. I've been told by all my women friends that happy babies actually do this, so you can rock side to side if you wanted to and massage the back. Should feel it in the groin area. Now gently release and straighten your legs onto the mat. Keeping your left leg straight, bend your right knee and pull that into the chest. Then gently release your right leg straight onto the mat. Then bend your left knee, bring that into the chest. Then bring both knees into the chest. Hug them, rock side to side. And then bring your arms out to a T. Just let your knees drop over to the right. If you want, you can lift your head, take the gaze over the left shoulder. And close the eyes. Just normal breath. Nice spinal twist to end our practice. Then bring your knees, gaze back to center, and then let the knees gently drop over to the left. And if it's available, you can pick up your head and take your gaze over the right shoulder. But only if it's available. Very gently, bring your gaze, the knees back to center. Hug them into the chest. Rock side to side. And then just roll over to your favorite side into fetal position. And then very gently make yourself back up to a seated position. The front of the mat. Sitting up nice and tall across the legs. Bring your palms together. Bow your head. Thank you so much for letting me lead you in your practice this morning. The light in me bows, shines, reflects the beautiful energy that comes from your heart. See you next week. Namaste.
This is OCTV, Oxford Community Television, serving Oxford and Addison Townships with the best in local programming. On Charter Channel 191, AT&T UVerse Channel 99, and our website, OCCTV.org. OCTV, we provide local programming that brings you closer to home.
Here we are in front of American Legion Post 108 in Oxford. Now, every Friday between 12 and 8:30, they serve up some of the best fish in Michigan. Follow me inside. We're going to take a look around the post. All right, here we are now on the Hull side of the post, where you can get tables for anywhere to 6 to 30 people. And before or after you're done eating, take a walk around and browse through the second largest military museum in the state of Michigan. All right, now we're over on the restaurant side of the post, where most of the fun happens. As you can see behind me, they've got darts, pool tables, 50-50 raffles, and any kind of fish you can think of, baked cod, walleye, combo plates, all right here at your beck and call.
You're watching OCTV, Oxford Community Television, serving Oxford, Addison Township, and the village of Leonard.
America, meet Greg Anderson, served 2 tours in Afghanistan, Bronze Star and Purple Heart recipient, and unemployed. The unemployment rate among transitioning service members is unacceptably high, much higher than the general population. Veterans are a proven commodity. They're mature, reliable, and hardworking, and they deserve a chance to get back to work after serving their country. Do you really want to honor a veteran? Hire one. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help.
Here we are in front of American Legion Post 108 in Oxford. Now, every Friday between 12 and 8:30, they serve up some of the best fish in Michigan. Follow me inside. We're going to take a look around the post. All right, here we are now on the Hull side of the post, where you can get tables for anywhere to 6 to 30 people. And before or after you're done eating, take a walk around and browse through the second largest military museum in the state of Michigan. All right, now we're over on the restaurant side of the post, where most of the fun happens. As you can see behind me, they've got darts, pool tables, 50-50 raffles, and any kind of fish you can think of, baked cod, walleye, combo plates, all right here at your beck and call.
You're watching OCTV, Oxford Community Television, serving Oxford, Addison Township, and the Village of Leonard.